Good morning. Thank you for joining me for Jay's Yoga in Bed. Let's go ahead and get started. So starting with our legs relaxed, pulling our shoulder blades gently together, focusing our breathing into our lower lungs so that our abdomens rise and fall. Remembering as we're breathing to focus our intention on being present in this moment for today, noticing our body, paying attention to the messages it gives us, and always being respectful of our bodies. Being patient and kind, knowing we can do something some days and other days are a little harder. Just keep doing it. Changing to the two-part breath. Really full of breath when we get to our upper lungs. Or keep going. And when we're ready, starting to roll our head from side to side, continuing to move with our breath. And on the inhale, bringing our feet flat on the bed, knees pointing toward the sky. Going to gently rock our hips toward our knees on the inhale and away from our knees on the exhale. Gently waking up that back. Moving with your own breath. To the point that feels comfortable for today. Just a gentle rocking back and forth. And now release. Pulling those knees up to our chest on the inhale. Gently rocking back and forth. Pulling up towards our shoulders. And releasing the legs into staff. And then back to knees to chest. We're going to flex and point those toes. And then back to staff. Sometimes in staff I notice that I'm a little off center, so that's why I'm rocking back and forth, is it to adjust. And then back to knees to chest, pointing and flexing. And one more staff. And if we can, let's do a little pointing and flexing here. It feels really different, so we may need to bend our knees. We may feel it more in our hamstrings when our legs are straight like this. Be very gentle. Good. And then we're going to go back to staff, clasping those arms behind our knees, really stretching those arms out. Nice deep breathing here. On the exhale, just gently pushing away. And one more time. We're going to do the knees to chest, staff, butterfly, staff, knees to chest sequence. So inhaling, knees to chest, exhaling, staff, inhaling, butterfly, exhaling, staff, moving with your own breath. Trying to get a little deeper into the pose on each one. Last set. And then knees in neutral. So they're slightly pulled up, straight. And clasp our hands behind our head and do elbow to knee, moving with your own breath. And if you feel up to it, a little faster. And release, really stretching those arms behind the head, straightening those legs, and then letting the legs fall down. Straight to the bed. Taking a breath here. Going to release the arms and then pull that right arm over, just gently stretching out that right shoulder. And releasing and changing arms. Gently, gently stretching that left shoulder. Remembering they may not feel the same. And releasing both arms. Putting the arms together, or hands together, I'm sorry, elbows out, really opening up the chest, and with the feet, pulling the knees, so we're both are in a diamond position, feet touching if possible, knees as close to the bed as possible, just nice deep breathing here. Knees toward the sky. Snow angel those arms. We're going to do some active bridges, moving with your own breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And knees to chest. Inhaling. Exhaling down. And repeat. Last set. Just going to wait here in neutral. Arms in a T. Going to circle those legs together to the left. And now circling to the right. Still doing our deep breathing. And release, feet flat on the bed. We're going to cross that right ankle over that left knee. We're going to thread that right arm through and gently pulling that left leg toward us, breathing nice and deep. Allowing that right hip to stretch out, to release. And just gently pulling that left leg toward us to release that hip. And then if we feel up to it, straightening that left leg and just gently allowing that right hip to release while we're moving the left leg. We're really waking up that hamstring, the thighs, the calves. Pulling that left leg in. And release. Changing legs. Remembering our legs may feel different, and that's okay. The point is to try to do the same thing on both sides if possible. Gently pulling that right leg toward us so that the left hip can really release. And if we feel up to it, straightening and releasing that right leg while we're still pulling that left leg toward us. Release both legs into cobbler or butterfly. Trying to push those knees away from our hands. Clasping our hands if we can around our feet. Remembering, of course, to use any modifications or accommodations if needed. Nice deep breathing here. Really push against those hands. Letting those muscles just release. And then pulling in a little higher. So we went from pushing the knees down flat to pulling those feet in. Again, we're being very gentle with our backs. Our arms are now not straight, they're bent like this. And release. And we're going to let our legs fall to the left. Stack those legs if possible, looking over that right shoulder. Nice deep breathing here. And then inhaling up, then exhaling to the other side. Trying to stack those legs and looking over that left shoulder. Nice deep breathing here. We're going to move with the breath, so inhaling and exhaling down, and again. Moving with your own breath. And last set here. And inhaling back to center. Really hug those knees to our chest, seeing if we can get closer than we did before. Full of breath. I'm going to let that left leg drop to the mat. What we're going to do is we're going to pull that right leg in. We can pull the arm underneath the knee, and we're going to gently rock back and forth. This is called cradle the baby in supine. There are different ways to do this. The idea is to really try to get that right leg in toward the torso if possible, just rocking back and forth. Rocking that little leg baby. Now we're going to stop and we're going to just gently press on our feet. We're going to press on the toes and gently pressing down at the base of the toes and on the toe pads and in the arch and on the sides of the foot. Really just pressing those fingers in, gently flexing the toes forward and then pushing them back, just gentle, gentle, and then forward and back. And then getting down to the heel and just pressing in, pressing on the outside of the heel. Just giving that foot a little love and attention. One more gentle twist and twist away. And then releasing that leg. We're going to cradle the baby on the other side. So just a gentle rocking. Remember, we're holding outside with the arm. We can hold that foot in. Just a gentle rocking. Nice deep breathing. Doing the best you can. Being patient and kind with our bodies. This is a new pose I'm introducing. And then repeating, pressing on that right foot, on the toes. Giving some little love into that foot. The left foot, I'm sorry. Pressing at the base of the toes. And the balls of the feet. If we need to, we can use pillows, we can use props, we can use a strap. You can ask somebody else to do it. Really pushing on those toes. Be gentle with our feet. If you notice any pain, just give it a little bit of gentle pushing, really light pushing. Our feet get a lot of work. Pushing on the sides of the foot. And on the heel. On the outside of the heel. Gently pulling those toes toward, pulling them in, and then flexing them away. And gently pulling them in and flexing away. Pulling that foot toward us, just gentle stretch of the ankle. Always listening to the messages our bodies are giving us and then pushing just gently away, flexing. Not really flexing with the foot, you're just pulling with the foot. Okay, and releasing. We're going to do the same thing with our hands, but we're going to start with our hands intertwined and just gently push away from us, stretching those wrists. And then letting the hands fall over. We may need to release the hands a little bit. This might be too tight. Or turn the hands in the opposite direction. Elbows by the ears. Biceps by the ears. And then releasing down. We're going to gently push on that left hand. Pushing on the palm of the hand. Just gentle pushing down. Pushing at the base of the fingers. Just gently pushing down. You can see what I'm doing. Gently pushing on the sides of the hands, the left hand, that little fleshy part at the base of the thumb. Gentle. Remembering if you notice anything that feels sore or tense or tight, just give it a little bit more attention, but remember to be extra gentle. You don't want to hurt anything, just want to give it some attention. And now moving up the thumb, gently massaging and then pressing on the end of the thumb and massaging back down. And then to the pointer finger, I'm just gently rubbing the fingers up to the tip and then pressing on the tip and then down. Repeating this for all the fingers. making sure to press on the tips of all the fingers. And the very edge of between the pinky finger and the palm of the hand, all the way down, and then just gently pressing on the base of the wrist and pulling the hand toward us and pushing the hand away again and again, just barely touching at the base of the wrist. And now changing hands, gently starting with pushing on the palm of the right hand. Noticing how it feels. It may go in a slight circular motion. Pressing down, getting that nice fleshy part. And then massaging at the base of the fingers, just pushing down on the side of the hand. And then starting again, working your way up the thumb. Just a gentle massaging. And pressing on the end of the thumb and massaging back down. I've noticed I'm much more agile because I'm right-handed. It was easier to do the other hand. It's really helpful for our brains to do things on both sides. Massaging up the pointer finger, pressing on the end of the pointer finger, massaging back down. And of course, if you want to take a little more time to do this on your own, please, please do. Massaging up the center, the middle finger, pressing on the end, massaging up the ring finger, pressing on the end and then massaging back down. And the pinky. Just a funny name for our fingers. And then down the side. And then gently on the base of the hand, right at the wrist. And then just stretching that wrist and flexing away. And stretching, just gentle, and flexing away. And then taking the hands again, putting them intertwined and moving away from us. And then changing direction and over the shoulder, over the head to the bed. Angel arms down, and then rolling over into fetal position and pushing up into seated position. And that is our yoga for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are doing well, and namaste.